Assalamualaikum and a very good day to all my viewers. My name is Ahmad Hanif bin Rosli from Section 5 Programming. So, my video, I want to show you about the cutting process in the manufacturing industry, and I will make the code out of the process. So, I hope you enjoy my video. Almost all product and machines that we use every day in our lives involve cutting process in the factory before it is distributed to the customer. In manufacturing industry, cutting process is a basic process that occurs every day. Cutting process is the process which cut out the pattern pieces from specified materials. However, the process of cutting must be handled carefully because the process involves the production of heat which can cause harm to the people handling the cutting machine. Thus, it is an ingenious responsibility to make sure the range of maximum temperature does not exceed the acceptable value. But how does they optimize the temperature? There must be a source code for the program of it. Cook's equation is a very useful formula to determine the mean temperature and rise at the tool chip interface. The equation here, as you can see, involves some parameters that can be ranged into many values. Delta T is the mean temperature rise at the tool chip interface, which the unit is Kelvin, equals to 0.4 U. U is specific energy in the operation, times with velocity, thickness, divided by the constant in the material, which is the volumetric specific heat of work material, which is delta rho C, and the K is the thermal diffusivity of the work material, and times with 0.333. In this equation, we need to find the maximum value of delta T, which is the mean temperature. And from the maximum value, we need to find what is the value of the parameter inside it, which are U, specific energy, V, velocity, and the T, the thickness of the object. In my programming code, I use three types of material of the cutting tool, which are brick, copper, and aluminium. Thus, our constant, which is the value of volumetric specific heat, rho C and K, the diffusivity will consist of the value of constant of these three materials. So how the program works? Let's jump into my program. So this is my program. First of all, I start with hashtag include stdio.h and hashtag include make.h and integer in main void, which this is the basic language that we need to put in C language. First of all, I declare v5, which is the velocity 5, which means that my velocity will have 5 values starting from 0.2 with the increment of 0.2. Next, I declare array U5, which means the energy will have 5 values starting from 10,000 with the increment of 2,000. Next, the array T3 is for the thickness, which means that my thickness will have 3 values starting from 0.05 with the increment of 0.05. So next, I declare all the constant in my program, which is the density, specific heat, and K, which is the diffusivity of the materials. And this is then 1, which is the density for brick, then 2 density for copper, and then 3 is density for aluminium. CP1 refers to the specific heat of brick, CP2 refers to the specific heat of copper, and CP3 refers to the specific heat of aluminium. And K1 refers to diffusivity of brick, and K2 for copper, and K3 for aluminium. So next, I declare the array of const 3, which is the constant for my equation. Will have 3 values, and I declare const 0 is then 2 times CP2 times K2, const 1 density 1 times CP1 times K1, const 2 equals to density 3 times CP3 times K3. So this is I print all the values of the constant for all the 3 materials, which is brick, copper, and aluminium. So this is all the program for printing the all of the value of our delta temperature. I declare DT225, which means that all the total value of our temperature is 225, and these all the array, these all the for loops. Sorry, these all the for loops for printing all of the delta temperature. This n plus plus, this is the equation of our project, of my project, and I print all the values of all the data temperature, and this n plus plus is for the counting of my values of temperature, starting because I declare n equal to 0 here, so it will counting all my delta the value of our delta t. Okay, next program is I want to determine the minimum and maximum value. So this is for the program to determine the minimum value of our delta t from all of the 225 values. And this is for the location, which location does the minimum value located. And this is for the program for delta T max, which is the maximum value of our temperature. And this is the location of, this is the program for to know the location of the maximum value. And I printf all the results. So now let's do the execution of our program. So this is the result of the program. The program will printf all the values that we printf in the program, starting from v0, v1, v2, v3, and up to constant 2, which is the constant for the material tree. So this n1, n2, n3, n4 refers to the number of values that, or the location which the values, the delta t is located. The 0000 means the location of the location of the results. So as you can see, this all the values up to 225, which is this result, 62 Kelvin, the temperature. So this is the 225 total operation. So the minimum temperature is present at N151 and its value is 14 Kelvin, which means that we need to look up to N1, the 151's value of delta T, which is located here. And as you can see, this is 2 is material, for material copper. So the minimum located is at material copper. 000 is velocity 0, the thickness 0, and also the energy is 0. So it's the same with the maximum temperature present at N150. So we look at the location 150. So it's a 1244. So this is the results. Thank you. As a conclusion, my program is a success and the objective is achieved because my program can list down all the values of the temperatures and the optimization is existed, which is the program can give the maximum and minimum value of calculated temperature. In the cutting industry, this value is important because every process are allowable to be done at certain temperature, and if the temperature exceeded, the process should be terminated to avoid any harm or failure to the cutting machine. So our total operation is 225, which means that the program produces 225 values of mean temperature, and from all the values, the program will determine which temperature is the minimum or maximum and detects the parameters in it. We can also know the values of parameter in each condition, whether in minimum temperature or maximum temperature. The value is important to detect the value of each parameter in the equation, which produces the maximum or minimum value. So even though my C program works well, there are certain weaknesses in the program, such as the range of parameters is not wide enough to be used in the industry. So secondly, for the maximum and minimum value of temperature, The user need to look by himself of the value of parameters of the condition, because the parameter don't appear automatically after the execution of the program. So lastly, my weakness in my C program is the program can calculate only 3 fixed materials, which are, in my case, is brick, copper and aluminium. So thanks for watching.